Hello nieces, hello nephews, it's your Uncle Charles here. And today the S&P 500 gave us a nice choppy day, okay? So we're going to get straight into this. This is my Discord, my plan in the morning, 7:10 a.m. Got up real early. Bull case scenario. 442.5 and 444.5 were the two critical levels that SPY cleared yesterday. So today we need to see some follow through to confirm more upside, okay? So in the bull case scenario, support must hold, obviously, on any dip, okay? So I want to see a fairly sharp reaction from one of these levels if we do test. Remember, good levels don't mess around. They hit and they move, okay? So if we did get a bounce, my targets were 446.5, 448.4-ish. That's 200-day moving average, and 450, okay? My bear case scenario, I'll enter puts if we lose any of the support levels, 444.5 or 442.5, and ride it down to the next level, okay? You can enter on the breakdown or wait for the back test as resistant, which is safer, okay? So below 442.5 comes 440, 430.5, then 436.4-ish, okay? 50% retracement level down there. So pretty much, we was dealing, well, let's talk about it, okay? So I'm doing the replay thing, okay? Uncle Charles decided to share his plays today, and we're going to talk about it, and I'm going to share with you my mindset and why I did it. So here it is. Market open. Boom. Open with a close. We lost that. So right here, we lost that blue line. That's the 446.5 level. It opened above, but it just broke down, okay? So you could have bought the breakdown of the support or wait for a back test as a resistance or something, okay? I did not trade that. That's the first 20 minutes. I usually avoid that, okay? So then it dropped from there and it came right down to our next support level, 444.5. I talk about we want to see a strong reaction, right? So you see that wick? That's a nice strong reaction, all right? And then the next candle gave us a nice strong reaction, plus it was a green candle. Very nice, all right? Could have looked to enter calls there because it was support, but that is not what I did. What I did was this. So I waited for the next candle. Boom. I entered there on the next candle. Entered calls. Wrote it at that point. I even wrote it on the Discord that I think we was gonna backtest 446.5, which is the blue line. We will backtest it. Okay, backtest it doesn't mean it's gonna reject. We can also recapture it. All right. So I'm open to both scenario, but I just believe from here, especially after bouncing from here off the support like that, I figure we go and test 446.5 next resistance level. And did it happen? And it did. It hit a level. That's why I took profits, okay? So boom, first trade in the books. Good. And this is where it got tricky for Uncle Charles. All right, so as you can see, on this candle, we recaptured 446.5. This candle, we treated it like a support, back tested it as a support. So I entered calls there. Did it work out for me? Nope, it did not work out for me. Okay, so by that point, I just cut loss. All right, cut loss as quick as I could, and I was out of my trade. All right, so the rest of the day, I just watched the price action, just chopping, waiting for a breakout or a breakdown of support, something. Pretty much just chopped for the whole day. All right. So I stayed out of the trade on SPY up until eventually I got into another trade. Boom. Okay. So here we got into false breakout scenario right here. Okay. I always advise people to enter on the back test, but I didn't follow my own advice today. Okay, I had to move quick because I was trading QQQ as well. But seeing that we got the back test, all right, as a resistant, and it just kept on dropping. False breakout scenario. Price action was bearish, so I entered a put. As you can see, it worked out for me. Okay. Boom, hit the next support level. False breakdown scenario right there. Okay, so breakdown, I took profits on my puts around here. We got the breakdown, but we gotta wait for the back test and go, right? Gotta see if it confirms more downside. Obviously, we got strong buying pressure. That was a recapture, okay? And I also wrote this trade in the Discord, let the group know, okay? I actually bought that recapture, okay? It was looking a little tricky, but I entered around there, And actually at the green line, I took some profits there. I actually took the whole profit and got out the trade. The reason was that green line, that's around 445.4 ish. I saw a lot of bouncing and stuff and resistant testing and stuff. It was a critical level intraday. So I decided to just take profit. Nice low scalp play. I could have played it to the next level, but I didn't. It was safe. It was my last trade of the day anyway. So end of the day, pretty green. And well, as you can see, it actually did went up higher. A little higher, but then at the end of the day, it just dropped and then went back up. But notice where it dropped to. Right down to the 444.5 support and just popped right back up. Okay, so went to resistance, gave us a couple of false breakouts, then dropped back down to support, bounced off support here, gave us a false breakdown here, bounced off support here. So that was pretty much it for the, that's how I traded the day. Overall profitable. Okay, but let's take a look at the daily chart. All right, did we lose any critical significant level? Okay, so the levels that I talked about with you guys, right? This is the level I talked about: 444.5 and 442.5. Okay, so I'm gonna get my fib levels here. All right, boom. All right, get that up higher. Sorry. All right, so and I was also, all right, so that's the 442.5 level right there. Okay, that's that line right there. Still messing up here. Sorry, guys. All right, now it's perfect. And I was also looking at the 444.5 level. All right, boom, that's right there, blue line. So I mentioned yesterday, those were the two critical levels that SPY captured yesterday. You can see here yesterday, it cleared 442.5 and it closed just above 444.5. And I said yesterday's video that we want to see follow through today. That means if we see these support levels get tested, we want to see some buying pressure. We don't want to see it close below. And as you can see, technically speaking, even though this is a red candle, it's not much of a drop from yesterday's close, and we did not lose any support levels. Okay, so as mentioned in previous videos, we got that healthy pullback. Okay, since late February, we're in this uptrend. And when we get a pullback, it usually comes down to the 50% to the 61.8 retracement level. As you can see, it hit that 50% retracement level. And right now, we are getting that breakout. All right. The reason why I say it's a breakout, you look at that blue line right there. Okay. I'll make it thicker. You look at that blue line. This line was treated as a support as both resistance and support previously. Okay. And clearing this level triggered some up move. And it was here back in early April where it was treated as a support, and losing that level triggered some down moves. And you can see all last week, it was treating that level as a resistance and failed to clear. Yesterday, we finally cleared that level. That's a breakout in my opinion. Okay. And that breakout held today. So tomorrow, for the bullish case scenario, 444.5 must continue to hold. We tested 446.5 many times today. Couldn't break it. But as long as 444.5 holds, I'm bullish. And I'm going to favor 446.5. Then I'm going to favor a test of the 200-day moving average, currently at 448.5. And above that, around 450. I may look to, try some shorts or puts around the 200-day moving average or 450 for some type of scalp play maybe. Okay? But as of right now, overall, I'm bullish as long as we hold above 444.5, as long as we don't lose any support levels. If we do lose the 444.5, then I would be a little more bearish because I'm going to follow the price action, and I'll favor we go test 442.5. Below that, we got the 50-day moving average around 440.4, and I still have that support level around 438.5. Okay? My levels are not random, guys. All right, they were previous levels that were treated as support and resistant levels. Okay, you can see here, and I can scroll back and you can see more. I don't just randomly pick levels. All right, so those are my levels, and you guys should know what to do when we lose a support level, when we lose a resistant level. If we lose a resistant level, you can either buy the breakout, which is higher risk, or you can wait for the retest as a support to confirm more upside. The same rule goes apply with to the downside. If we lose a support level, you can buy the breakdown, which is higher risk, but lower risk would be to wait for the back test as a resistance to confirm more downside. But also keep in mind the concept that false breakouts and false breakdowns can happen anytime. So we always want to be nimble in these markets. Just keep those concepts in mind. I got a video where I talk about it. Check the link in the description below. Okay, so as of right now, I am bullish on the SPY as long as it fits my criteria, and my criteria being it holds above 444.5. Okay, you take a look at the VIX. I was actually using the tracking the VIX. This is a 15-minute chart. I was actually tracking the VIX. All right, I track it because it helps me trade the SPY. So at this point right here, around 255, I saw this nice strong rejection from this blue trend line right here. This blue trend line represents the 200-day moving average based on the daily chart. Okay, so I checked where the 200-day moving average on the daily chart was, and then I just added here on the 15-minute chart. When I saw this rejection, that's actually what got me to buy. Remember when it chopped right here? This is around the same time, around 3 o'clock. All right, 2:55, 3 o'clock. Okay, and I saw that SPY was trying to recapture the 444.5 level. That's when I mentioned to the group I'm gonna enter a call, and it was very tricky. But the reason why I entered a call at that point was here. I saw this nice strong rejection when the 200-day moving average got back tested as a resistant. Okay, so that's how I use the VIX to help me trade with the SPY. Okay, but we look at the daily chart here. I'll bring up the 200-day. See the 200-day? That's how I mark the blue trend line where the 200-day is. But you can see here, we lost that 200-day moving average. Officially lost it. Okay, because we had a bunch of tests and it bounces all last week. But today we have the first official close below the 200-day moving average. As long as we're below the 200-day moving average on the VIX is bearish. That puts 1844 in play. And as long as the VIX continues to look bearish, that favors, the bulls for SPY. The SPY bulls. Okay, guys? And here, QQQ. I also traded QQQ today. So I'll do that little replay thing. Maybe I'll speed it up here. So I missed that. Didn't trade that, okay? So here we lost a critical level. That 344.7 level. We lost that. That was based on the fib level on my daily chart. Okay. Boom. We're back testing it as a resistant now. Okay. Still back testing and resistant. I didn't enter yet. That's where I entered. All right. I actually caught that down move. All right. I actually entered more up here. I actually called it out on the Discord. Entered right here. Caught that move to the downside. It was beautiful. All right. Took profits around there. 342. All right, we lost 342, dropped a little 350.4. I was trading SPY around this time. I was just sitting on the sideline. I think I went out for lunch maybe. Okay, so boom, right here, we lost that 342 level, the green line, and right this level is where I entered, right on the back test as a resistance. Entered there with a 350.5 price target. I was also aiming for 338.39, but we never got down that low. All right, so boom, took profits. Around 350.5, I was out. Right here, probably got stopped out if I did held any left. Okay, that's pretty much QQQ, how I traded QQQ. But here on the daily chart, that's a nice big green big red candle right there. All right, let me move those yellow arrows. Okay, so you got these yellow lines, a little smileys. This inverse head and shoulder pattern is still intact. Okay, it doesn't favor the bulls right now. The fact that we QQQ lost that 50% retracement level at 344.72 doesn't favor, because we recaptured that level yesterday, right? And then you see here on the very next day, it failed to hold. So that's a false breakout scenario. Okay, so as of right now, I'm bearish on the QQQ. I'm only bullish if it gets back above 344.72. All right, so just because I'm bearish right now, it can change by tomorrow. So 344.72 or higher, I'm bullish on triple Q. Okay, that keeps 347.5 and 351.13 in play. Okay, only bullish above 344.72. As long as below, I'm favoring more downside down to 338.3. Okay, minimum, possibly lower than that, maybe 335. Okay, and if it breaks 335, then we got a long ways to go down to 329. Okay, Dow Jones, holy moly. So yesterday I talked about we got that breakout. Today, nice follow through. No back test though, but that's how strong that bullish momentum was. Went all the way pretty close to our 353 price target. Okay, oh actually it did hit our 353 price target. My bad. So first support as of right now. Let's see what a 5-day. Okay, so all right, so the 23.6 retracement level is around 346.39. I have some first support there. That must hold. Okay, I know it's a little pretty far. All right, so I'm seeing some support here at 348.89. Okay, so we got some it was resistant 348.89. You can see here these candles. So that could serve as a support level. 348.89. Below that, 346.39. All right, as long as those two support level holds, I'm bullish. Below 346.39, I will switch back down to bearish with support down at 344.6, and below that, very bearish, 341.88, then 338 is support level. Okay, where bulls absolutely need to step up. And if that level fails, I think we're gonna get a big sell-off. All right, but as of right now, I'm bullish as long as above 348.89 and 346.39. Could possibly break 343, and that would put 358 in play. Nice move to the upside right there. Okay, Apple, red day for Apple, but keep in mind, compared to yesterday's close, it's not that far off from each other. Okay, so not very bad. You see this white line right here, the second white line down here, that's my 166.3-ish support level. Okay, we cleared that level yesterday, and today Apple treated that level as a support and did not lose it. All right, so that level must continue to hold to keep 168.4 in play. If we can clear that, 170.2, then 172.7, and then more higher price target 175, then 177, and so on. Okay, only bearish below 166.3 at this point, because now that we recaptured it, back tested it as support at this point, now that that's happened, we want to see more upside. If we see any more downside, red flag, guys, red flag. Tesla, holy moly, I had earnings today. I don't know if any, TA is pretty useless when it comes to earnings. So I don't really trade earnings unless I'm in the mood to gamble. But yeah, you see that big red candle. Let's see where they rejected from. All right, pretty close to the 20-day moving average. Okay, so we lost that 20-day moving average. It was at around 1,040. Yeah, we lost that. Okay, we lost that last week, couple weeks ago. So it went as high as 1,034. Okay, pretty. All right, so we lost that. I had some support at the 5-day moving average. It's currently at 1,003. This morning was around 1,010, but I mentioned if we lose 1,010, I'd favor more downside to the 979.5 support level. That's my 38.2 retracement level here, based on the fib level from February low to the April high. Okay, so as you can see, it closed below it. So we're looking at this chart. We lost a very critical support level. All right. However, it's way above that right now, right? Because of earnings, whatever the reason is. So this is why I say when it comes to earnings, I don't trade them. I trade based on technical analysis, price action, all that happy stuff. And, and I also don't really swing trade. And you guys can see why I don't do that, okay? Because anything can happen. So if I was to buy puts because we lost this critical support level, I'd probably be crying right now. So glad I didn't. IWM, still, like I said yesterday, it was pretty bullish. We managed to recover it back inside of this triangle pattern. All right, we cleared that 201.4 resistant level, gapped up to the 20-day moving average around 202.8 right now, and we closed just a little below it. So that's still a win for the IWM bulls, okay? Because we did not lose a support level. So 201.4 must continue to hold. As long as it holds, I favor that we do clear this 20-day moving average, currently around 202.8, and that would put 209 in play. Okay, only bears if it loses support level, starting with 201.4, then below that is 200. So below 200, very bearish, could drop down to 193. Okay, guys, so that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys found some value. Hope you guys are learning. Whatever the case is, I'm just glad you guys are here. This means a lot. Family is important. And Uncle Chadas loves you. Peace.